Thank you. And this is the Newsline. 1 full hour of news, analysis, views, and other developments from and about Liberia and the rest of the global community. Today is Wednesday, February 25, 2026, and these are the headlines. Government takes ownership of major eye clinic in Grand Bassa County. Several dead fish discovered in Marble Creek, Grand Cape County as Environmental Protection Agency warns against consumption. United Methodist Church welcomes ruling into property case with breakaway Global Methodist Church. And away from Liberia, Senegal's Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko introduces legislation with harsh penalty for same-sex relations. These and many more to come, including the news in French, simple Liberian English, and of course the passion life sports. Before all that, here is Patrick Morrow with a look at the bulletin.
President Joseph Boakai has signed the book of condolence in honor of Deaconess Eva Coleman George. Deaconess Eva Coleman George was the wife of Councillor Peter Amos George, an eminent Baptist preacher and law professor. At the signing ceremony in Monrovia Wednesday, President Boakai described her passing as a great loss to the Coleman family and the nation. For her dedicated service to the nation, President Boakai in 2024 honored the late Deaconess with the Grand Commander of the Most Venerable Order of the Knighthood of the Premier title. Deaconess Eva Coleman George, who died at the age of 104, was the granddaughter of Liberia's 13th President, William Coleman. Assistant Health Minister for Preventive Services, Kalu Howe, says the ministry will support the government of Liberia Hospital Regional Eye Center in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County. The center was turned over to the Health Ministry on Tuesday by the New South Eye Center after managing the Regional Eye Center for over 5 years. According to Assistant Minister Howe, the ministry's support is to ensure management and staffers of the center take ownership.
As you know, it is time to take ownership. I want to read your application. If we look at the global landscape, there is donor fatigue and there is also limited funds coming in externally. In so doing, they are preparing you to take over gradually to make sure, because they themselves are not.
She disclosed that the ministry will assign an eye doctor at the center to continue the functions of the eye surgeon Robert Dolo and urged the workers for their cooperation. Mr. Howe also thanked the New South Eye Center for such a great and lauded the efforts of Lions Club International Foundation and through Lions Club of Liberia for funding the project. At the same time, New South Eye Center Executive Director Robert Dodo has pledged to continue building strong eye health care centers across the country. Mr. Dodo said the objective is to ensure eye health care deliveries are accessible and affordable to the Liberian people in the sub-region. He says the turning over of the Regional Eye Center into the Ministry of Health in Grand Bassa County does not mean the institution is abandoning the center.
Responsibility, assets, equipment, and service delivery function are hereby transferred to the government of Liberia to ensure continued provision of quality and sustainable eye care services.
However, the New South Eye Center Acting Project Manager Philip Ware disclosed that the initiative was supported by Lions Club International Foundation to establish a functional secondary level eye center, among others. The Environmental Protection Agency has warned against the consumption of dead fish and other aquatic species from the Marble Creek in Grand Cape County. The agency's statement follows a notice from the management of B Mountain Mining Corporation claiming that several dead fish are at the routine sampling site along the Marble Creek. In a release issued Tuesday, the EPA said upon receipt of the report, the agency immediately dispatched a team of environmental technicians and inspectors to conduct an on-site assessment. The objective of the investigation, the EPA said, is to determine the cause and extent of the reported fish mortality and to access potential environmental or public health risks. The EPA is treating the situation with urgency and in accordance with Liberia's environmental laws and established monitoring protocols. The agency also reaffirmed its commitment to safeguarding Liberia's water resources, aquatic ecosystems, and the health and livelihoods of affected communities. The United Methodist Church has welcomed the decision of the Justice in Chambers, Yusuf Kaba, lifting a stay order sought by the church against the Global Methodist Church. The stay order was issued regarding the forceful use of its properties at the Ganta United Methodist Mission in Ganta City, Nimba County. According to a release, the UMC said the lifting of the prohibition does not in any way confer property rights, ownership claims, or legal authority to the GMC or its associates over any United Methodist Church properties in Gompa District, Nimba County. It also said the decision does not affect the declaratory judgment case currently on appeal before the Supreme Court. The United Methodist Church noted that the matter remains pending and subject to further judicial determination. Meanwhile, the Liberia Annual Conference of the United Methodist Church has maintained that the Ganta United Methodist Mission properties belong to the UMC's lawful ownership and authority. Meanwhile, the United Methodist Church has reiterated that all individuals or institutions desiring to use the UMC Ganta Mission Station facilities must seek its express permission and authorization. They said any attempt to use the facilities without approval from the leadership of the United Methodist Church constitutes a violation of the initial declaratory judgment granted by the civil law court in favor of the UMC. The church noted that it is actively exploring all additional legal options available to its legal counsels and laws controlling to prevent the illegal use of or occupation of its facilities in Gompa District, Nimba County. As a law-abiding institution, the United Methodist Church said it will remain committed to respecting the rule of law and pursuing all remedies within the legal framework of the Republic of Liberia. It can be recalled that when the UMC placed the code for the stay order through a writ of prohibition, a conference between the parties had been scheduled for March 3, 2026. University of Liberia President Dr. Lady Mapayan has called on graduates to represent the institution with distinction. Dr. Mapayan reminded graduates that their degrees carry recognition and respect across Liberia and beyond. The UL president emphasized that during the institution's 75th anniversary commencement, that true greatness lies in integrity, humility, and service to humanity. She celebrated the 1,255 graduates' resilience and triumph over the years of academic and personal challenges. The UL president compared the graduates' journey to the formation of diamonds forged through pressure, heat, and time. He then urged the graduates to embody the university's 5 guiding principles: education, effectiveness, efficiency, excellence, and ethics. She said life beyond UL will bring new challenges, but their experiences have prepared them to prevail. Meanwhile, University of Liberia 105th commencement speaker, Senator Daba Bapila, has called on graduates to embrace the spirit of resilience to drive national transformation. Senator Bapila expressed gratitude to the UL President, Dr. Lady Mapaya, and the university's leadership for the opportunity to address the ceremony. She underscored the importance of women's voices in national discourse, noting that when women are heard, the nation listens. Her remarks encouraged young women to recognize the value of the ideas and presence in every space. She then described the journey of the graduates as proof that resilience redefines possibilities, highlighting the sacrifices of late-night study sessions, financial struggles, and moments of doubt. The Grand Cape Mount County Senator reminded the graduates that they are now equipped with knowledge, confidence, and purpose, prepared to face greater responsibilities. The German government, through its development agency GIZ, has installed a 5.4 kilowatt solar power system in the Office of Precious Minerals (OPM) at the Mines and Energy Ministry. According to a statement, the solar power system will provide independent and stable electricity supply to the OPM and ensure uninterrupted mineral valuation and regulatory activities. The statement added that the project forms part of Germany's bilateral support to Liberia, mining and energy sectors. The Mines and Energy Ministry also noted that the project is expected to enhance operational efficiency and to reduce disruptions caused by power supply. Speaking on behalf of GIZ, the Deputy Head of Mission, Daniela Weber, said the new solar facility will safeguard critical data systems and ensure smooth diamond and gold valuation processes prior to export. She reaffirmed the German government's support to Liberia's mining and energy sectors. At the same time, Assistant Mines and Energy Minister Oliver Gwigwi has welcomed the installation of the solar power system, describing it as a major step towards institutional efficiency. Assistant Minister Gwigwi said the initiative will enhance productivity and strengthen service delivery. He noted that the installation reinforces Liberia's commitment to responsible mineral governance and sustainable institutional development. Also speaking, Deputy Mines and Energy Minister for Planning, Research and Development, Panseth Moba, thanked the German government for the initiative, terming it as practical and impactful intervention. Mr. Moba noted that the stable electricity will improve governance, transparency, and diamond traceability within the mineral sector. A man believed to be in his 40s has allegedly committed suicide in Nimba County. The deceased, Otero Bala, reportedly committed the act with a single-barrel gun in the Ya Administrative District area. Reporters said the deceased was a husband and a father of 3 children who residents described as hardworking and dedicated. Otero Bala's sudden demise, according to our correspondent, has left the residents in total shock and fear. Meanwhile, police in the area have launched an investigation into the matter. The 7th Judicial Circuit Court in Grand Jia County has sentenced a man to jail for 15 months over multiple drug-related crimes. In August of last year, the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency arrested defendant Prince Blai for alleged drug trafficking and other related drug crimes and was forwarded to court. According to our correspondent, since his arrest, defendant Blai was placed behind bars while awaiting post-trial. Correspondent said during his trial recently he admitted to the commission of the crimes while pleading for mercy. Based on his admittance, the court, in accordance with law, sentenced him following his guilty verdict. And the Multi-Sectorial Committee on Drugs and Substance Abuse has kicked off a 3-day session in Monrovia to finalize Liberia's 2026 anti-drug implementation plan. The new roadmap aims to tackle the country's drug crisis through prevention, treatment, rehabilitation, and better coordination among law enforcement agencies. According to a release, the document forms part of the broader National Anti-Drug Action Plan. Health officials say the goal is to not only stop the spread of illegal substances, but to also expand mental health services for those affected by addiction. The session brings together a team of government officials, top national security representatives. The working session is expected to wrap up with a finalized strategy for 2026 that ensures every government agency knows its role in keeping Liberians and youth communities safe.
Back to Kabaya with the bulletin of news. Perhaps we'll be back later with our weather first and then later on until end of the show with our foreign news. One of the stories we'll be choosing will be speaking live to the Liberia's ambassador to Belgium about the Liberia EU investment forum coming up. But back home, following years of overseeing the Liberian Government Hospital Regional Eye Center in Grand Bassa County, the new Eye Sight Center has turned over that facility to the Health Ministry. The turnover ceremony took place on Tuesday in the port city of Buchanan. Speaking at the event, Assistant Health Minister for Preventive Services, Kolo Howe, vowed that the ministry will support the Regional Eye Center.
That